Shooter giving it a good boot. Gets it inside the 22 of the Cayman Islands. Great pass. Sorry, great kick. Picked up well, though, by the Cayman Islands. Little 15 takes a big hit there. Ewan Wilson from Scotland. USA South taking that ball back. Scrappy. Couple of substitutions coming in for USA South. Out goes Cameron Tompkins. Said he's taken a bit of a knock by the looks of it. Along with looks like it was Kobe Baker, loose head prop 24, that was going off as well. Getting in for a water break, take advantage of that breakdown in play. So we're going to reset ourselves after that. It's getting a little warm out here now. The sun came out. Not much humidity, but just a good sunshine. There'll be some burnt necks out there later on today. So it's remained at 17-0. It's kind of stagnated in the second half since the sending off earlier on for the USA South inside centre. But if Cayman put a bit of urgency about this, they could maybe get some points on the board and take advantage of the deficit player. The Cayman bench there. A couple of the coaches, a couple of Irish gentlemen living in the Cayman Islands for many years, 25, 30 years, and they're assisted by one of the former players, Edward Weston. He's the assistant coach from Canada. Had some experience playing in the Hong Kong Sevens not too long ago. Noel Phillips, the head coach, he's been in the Cayman Islands for 30 years. He used to play for the first team there as well. It's really interesting the setup that they've got with the Cayman Islands as it's kind of an expat island. Lots of people from abroad going to the island to work, etc. And most of the kids end up going to boarding schools wherever their parents came from. They fly them in for these competitions and they get together a couple of times a year to train. All the way playing high school rugby in different parts of the world. Hutchinson goes all the way to Australia for his schooling. A couple of kids in Scotland and England and Ireland. Interesting one is Ernest Biggie Bennett. He plays, he's at number 1 today. He's probably the only kid in the Cayman team that are more than first generation. He's actually third or fourth generation from the Cayman Islands. Everyone else's parents went there more recently, but most of the kids actually were born on the island to foreign parents. Really interesting setup that they have. USA South on the attack here. Killian Keenan. Nice little loop. Unfortunately knocked on, so that'll be a Cayman scrum on their own 22. Killian Keane at fly half. A last-minute recommendation from Salty Thompson from the ERA program in the USA. Runs the, up until recently, ran the high school All-American program. That job actually just been taken on by a gentleman called Brendan Keane. No relation. Great speed to come around. Keane chipped through. The referee wants to take a look with his assistant. Might have gone dead before he got to the touchdown. Now if we can get a replay of that. That was David Ebbert that came around the side with great pace. Beat the entire Cayman line to get the touchdown, but was it before or after the dead ball line? Nope, it was after the dead ball line, according to the ref. Had a good conversation with the assistant. So, no try, unfortunate. Great effort from Keane and Ebbert. Good combination. They're going to kick for the sticks. They want the 3 points. Just want to start putting nails in the coffin of the Cayman Islands. It's going to be a long afternoon for USA South with a missing player for after that red card. So taking their opportunity to catch their breath. Take the 3 points. So it's a penalty, so you cannot rush the kicker. Cannot try to block it or anything. The only time you can do that is when it's a conversion after a try. So that's good. Stockton gets 3 more points for USA South. So Javon Brown. Hutchison to get them underway again. Good height to that one. Much better. Charo takes it. Chura. I'll get his name right eventually. Chura. Alexander Chura, the fullback, takes it well. Another good box kick from the scrummy. All kinds of problems that can cause, but well taken by the young wing Dante Baptiste. Back row forwards getting in some contact now. Nice clean up of that from Matteo Peloni at the Cayman Islands. Good work from the flanks, Berandio. Oh, drop ball, unlucky worked well. Cayman Islands through the last few phases. I think that's what they need to do. Settle a few phases like that, a bump and run. Keep it simple and use it as a base. Some good work there from the Cayman forwards. Matteo Poloni. And then the flanker, Thomas Sperandio. Both working really well, getting some good yards in. USA South are going to come away with that one. It's an 8-man pick. He's got his scrummy outside, but he can't keep a hold of the ball. Cayman picked it up. That's the right wing, Anas Abdullah. Joe Ribbons. Working well there. The forwards combining in pairs. Create a bit of space out wide. Great counter ruck from USA South, but there's a lift here. playing the advantage. USA South a little bit overzealous. Jump in the gun. They've got a few fresh legs on in the pack as well. Maybe just too keen. Cayman Islands are just creeping into the USA South half now. Unlucky, it was out. So that'll be a Cayman ball. Good effort, good thinking from Tamarin King to try and keep that in. Cayman having a quick chat in the forwards to see what they're going to do with this. Got to take advantage of this opportunity here. Get themselves on the scoreboard. Their maul seems to be working quite well. Referee's asking them to get a move on. Didn't manage to get a hold of it though. It's scrappy, it's on the ground, it's loose. Looks like USA South have got hold of the ball. They're making the effort on the counter ruck. And they're playing a quick ball. Went for the quick tap and go. USA South 6 wrapped up the play but then released him again, so they may get the ball back and have another bash at it. USA South are back on their line. If Cayman have got something up their sleeve here. Cayman Islands going to pack a 6 there. USA South maybe a bit too quick off the line. Captain's he's going to get himself a yellow card. So USA South captain Asa Carter has got himself a yellow card. 10 minutes in the bin. And congratulations Cayman Islands. They've got themselves a penalty try. They weren't far off a couple of times just now. And they're on the board. This is going to be a game now. It's 20 points to 7. They automatically get the full 7 because it's penalty try. They don't have to take the kick. But they also have to get themselves set pretty quick because USA South are going to come and kick off right now. So 20 points to 7. We're 56 minutes into this game. So Cayman have got time. If they can find the space behind the wings with their kicking ability and keep it nice and tidy in the pack, they may have a chance of making a major upset here. I don't feel like USA South have stepped out of second gear yet, though. So Stockton gets them started. Good height on that kick. Somehow managed to gather it together, the Cayman Island boys. Knock on there, so it'll be a USA South ball. In amongst all of that. So this is a put in for USA South. A little bit too keen on that that engage. Hooker didn't get himself in for USA South. Have another bash at this one, sir. Much cleaner attempt. Another pick from the 8-man. Scrum half's letting it go. Keane lets it go too. But the fullback and wing come in combining. Another drop ball. 2 knock-ons. Scrum at USA South. Little bit of deliberation between ref and assistant there, just to make sure right decision. Hasn't been the cleanest of scrums in this game. The earlier game was pretty good with it. There's a hell of a lot of weight in that front row between the two packs. USA pushing well, but not being able to hook it. And this time they managed to get out again. They've gone the same way. They've got that same play going on a few times. Stockton's got around the outside. He's popped it back into his 8-man who goes over and scores. Great try, USA South. Well worked. They've been working on that for a while. You can tell they look comfortable doing it. They kind of go a little bit across the field to get it done, but when they get around the corner, it works. And a nice little basketball hoop pass to over the top from Stockton back into his 8-man who gave it him in the first place. Good try, USA South. That takes it 25-7. The 8-man is Zach Tisdale for USA South. Also plays inside centre occasionally. You can see he's got a bit of speed for an 8-man. He's going to be going to Lindenwood after the summer vacations. The #1 Sevens University in the USA, under the tutelage of Josh Macy. Not a bad guy to be around. Both the male and female Sevens team at Lindenwood doing impressive things in the USA. So he'll be going there and taking his talents to them. On the subject of university, we're going to be doing a presentation on Wednesday night for the Mexican crowd that are going into university. A little bit of a Q&A for those thinking about going to university in the US. Wednesday night in Spanish and then Thursday night in English. Feel free to get yourselves over to the Fiesta Inn. Fiesta Inn in Mexico City. Gran Sur Plaza. There's the Fiesta Inn right there. That's where we'll be Wednesday and Thursday night for that conversation if you've got yourself a high school leaver going into university pretty soon. Nice little throw over the top. Making some great yards there. That was David Ebert. No, it wasn't. It was Daniel Link, the number 13 for the Cayman Islands. Now they've got some space. He just couldn't catch on to it. Unlucky for Baptiste. He had some space out there. There was covering tackle coming, but if he'd got a clean catch, he'd have been away in that corner. So Cayman have opted again to see if they can get over the line. It worked for them last time through a penalty try. Why not give it another bash? They've thrown it wide this time. They got all the forwards lined up. And Hutchinson drops the ball there. Did it manage to go backwards? Forward, says the ref. Just needs to keep hold 2 hands when he's that close. A little bit of white line fever maybe. Sees the white line there, needs to get it offloaded so he can get one of his guys in, and ball went to ground. Great opportunity, unfortunately wasted right there from Hutchinson. He's got all the right ideas, but just execution's failing them at the moment at the Cayman Islands. 25-7. They're not out of the game. So USA South put in at the scrum on their own 5. They've even controlled the wheel correctly. Keane gives it a good boot. Comes out around about the 50, maybe shy. Releases a little pressure for the USA South. So it's going to be a Cayman put in at the line out. Graham Hill throwing it in. So this will be a USA South ball scrum, around about the 35-yard mark. Temperature's definitely increased today. It started off pretty chilly in the 60s. Now we're up into the 70, 75, something like that, with a good strong sun. So it's getting warm out there. USA South want to work their way out of this half. Some fresh legs on there. So number 23, Declan Wilson, looking lively through the middle, but that's it's opened up a lot of space for the backs. Shura making some good yards, breaking into the Cayman 50. There's Wilson going again, getting through some good yards, coming on, doing some work. Now they've got some space over here. They've got numbers. Keane can't release it though. He's gone back in the ways. Needs a bit of help. Help arrives. They're going to go the same way. Ball goes to ground. Unlucky. Charles McPherson. Stocky looking lad. Looks like there's a lot of power there. Just couldn't keep hold of that ball quite. Finn Galway, the number 8 there, on screen from Cayman Islands. About to go into college himself over in Ireland. Managed to get that ball out clean. Nice little step inside. And then beautiful ball out the back door. There's Finn Galway, goes to ground there. Can't control the ball on the ground though, so USA South have got an option here. And they've recovered it well. Hands in the ruck. That's what they saw. USA South. Galway went to ground and USA South had hands in it during the ruck. Substitution coming in. It's going to be Ash Sullivan coming on for the try scorer earlier on, Tamarin King. So pace for pace. Straight swap. Good kick from Hutchinson. From well inside of his own half. Manages to get Cayman close to the 22. Cayman's lineouts wavered a little bit. It started off really well, but they've lost a few. That one's nice and clean. Ref didn't like it. Wasn't straight. So it would be a USA South scrum. They've got their timing right, but just not quite getting it straight at the moment. USA South scrum's been really strong. Good kick from Keane. Managed to get over the back. Straight out, says the assistant ref. So it remains in place, but it will be a Cayman Island throw-in. It's gone to the back, much better this time. Bit of a kick into the wind, a bit of a breeze picked up just as right before he kicked there, but did well with it. And the long trot over for the forwards to get to that next set piece. A couple of changes for the Cayman team. One of the wings and a second row forward switched. Some fresh legs needed, I think. Clean ball for USA South. Big boot for Chura. It's got some height on it as well. Well taken. And there's the challenge on the outside, and he's taken it. Good tackle by the covering fullback, Chura. And a counter ruck from the fresh legs that just came on Ash. Big hits in the middle of the park. Captain's back on the field after his yellow card from earlier, making an impact as soon as he came on with a couple of big tackles. Staying lively is the Cayman Island number 14. It's Joe Ribbons, but down both wings. Galway gets a clean, quick recycle there, and a pick and go. Not releasing the player for USA South, so that's a Cayman advantage. Having to think about what they want to do. The lineouts are beginning to work. They're beginning to start firing on the lineouts. So that's what they're going to go for. They seem to do a lot better in their own half at lineouts rather than in the USA South's half. The wind's picked up and it's against the Cayman Islands. It's kind of coming from the back of USA South. And they managed to get that one clean. Again, the referee didn't like it. It's not straight. Substitutions again. USA South. Good solid game from Alex Dillard as he goes off, the second row forward. for USA South. Here comes the boot from Chura. It's a good bit of distance on that. Straight out again, so that'll be a Cayman ball. Another Cayman line out. So they can straighten it. They're in a good position. The breeze has dropped again. Current score is 25-7 to USA South. They are a man down. Cayman have come close a couple of times, but they really can't take advantage of this. Haven't managed it yet. It's much straighter in the throw this time, which gives them ball in hand. They managed to pick that up well. Support has arrived. And USA South have been doing it all game, where they're just holding on to that ball once the ruck's forming and you've got to release. So Cayman Islands, last couple of chances they've had at penalty kicks, they've actually opted to run it. This time we may be looking at a line out because they feel like maybe they're more comfortable. Oh, there they go. They're going to play it. Try and get over that line. Massive hit in the middle of the park. And USA captain. Now looked out wide. That was a very high tackle. Referee hasn't said anything yet. Trying to play a little advantage. Very high tackle coming across, just lazy. Didn't get any kind of depth. And that was the number 19 from USA South. Jalin Gretrix going very high. Could find himself in trouble. And now off he goes. Was that yellow or red? Okay, so just a 10-minute sin bin for Gretrix. Ten minutes, so he's not going to be back in this game. There's only a few minutes left. Yep. Yellow card, off you go, son. You can't go that high. And that's USA South down to 13 men once again. And it's all from dangerous high tackles. You've got to start getting into the culture. The fact is that referees have zero tolerance now for that kind of stuff. Cayman are having to take one of the players off. It looks like Finn Galway. And Cayman, although there's only a few minutes left, I think Cayman are looking to get on the board, put a bit of pride back into it. It's been a bit scrappy from them. But they've done themselves proud today. See if they can get themselves over the line. They do have two pods of forwards, so they've got something pre-planned by the looks of it. And it went over, they've scored. Simple crash ball. there was 3 or 4 options to pass to, and that's obviously keeping the USA South thinking. They managed to get themselves on the board again. That'll take them at 25-12. Good try, Cayman Islands making a game of it. And it was the number 7, Thomas Sperandio. No, it wasn't. I'd tell a lie. It was Finn Galway 7. Thought he'd gone off, but I was mistaken. So Cayman Islands get themselves on the board again, putting a bit of pride into their game. USA South have dominated the game in spells at 25-12. It's been difficult for them. They've got a red card pretty early in the first half. Not a bad kick, but not good enough, unfortunately. Young Hutchinson not finding his range today. He's got through a fair amount of work, though, lad. Played well. So Stockton's going to get USA South underway one more time before the end of this game. Cayman gathered well. Another thundering tackle from Carter, the captain of USA South, and there he goes again, gets through a fair amount of work in the second row. And Kehoe goes for the box kick. USA South were offside, so they'll get another bash at it. Having to kick into wind a little bit this second half, Cayman Islands. It's not strong, but it's there. It's slowing them down a little. Loose ball there, but looks like USA South have recovered it. Squirted out the back of that ruck, managed to pick it up. Good work through the middle. Quick recycles what's needed. Good strong running from David Ebert. USA South shrugging off 3 in a row to make himself a good 20 yards or so. Stockton managed to dig it out. Big looping pass from Tudor out to his captain. Dropped ball there from the 23, Jalen Grit, from Declan Wilson. They're going to continue to play. Great bump and run, some fantastic work through the middle from the outside centre, David Ebert. Cayman have infringed though, they got offside. So Stockton gets another opportunity for 3 more points to wrap this game up. The score's 25-12. They haven't done badly, Cayman, considering. I feel like it would have been a lot bigger score if USA South had stayed at a full 15 throughout the game, but ill discipline has kept their score to 25. This might extend it to 28. I had to do some quick math. 25 plus 3. Okay, 28 would be good. I think the sun's gone to my head. It's been warm out here this afternoon, not this morning. That kick looks good. So that does take it to 28. And that is the end of your game. USA South win 28-12 over the Cayman Islands. Good game from both. A little scrappy in some areas. Both got to go back to the drawing board with their scrums. But USA South never really came out of second gear, to be honest. Cayman Islands not looking bad at all either, though. Got plenty to work with over the next couple of days to prepare themselves for round 2 of this competition in Rugby Americas North under-19s. It's been a beautiful day so far today. You've got Stockton just wrapping this up. And that got him the final 3 points there. A penalty try for the Cayman Islands, get them off the board early on, and then they scored later on in the game. But worked well, USA South, with the 8-man pick and the scrum half. They did it 4 or 5 times, and that was the successful one that got them a try. Just Stockton very confidently over the top of his head, back inside to his 8-man to get that try late in the game. This was Cayman's second try. Just reaching out there, a dot over was Finn Galway. And that is your day. We're wrapping it up here for Rugby Americas North. So we're hopefully going to get an interview with the USA captain in just a few seconds to wrap up our day. I want to thank everybody else for being here, attending the game locally here in Mexico at the Mendez Stadium. Your name, sir? Asa. Asa, that's right. How you doing? Asa Carter?
Yes, sir.
Where we at? Right here. Hey, so we've got Asa Carter here, the captain of the successful USA South team. How do you feel the game went for you today, mate?
It was a bit messy. I felt like we had decent structure, but we definitely got to clean up a lot of things around the breakdown especially, and just work on our discipline and go from there. I think we'll go up.
Definitely. I saw a few disciplinary issues. It's just a little bit of the high tackles and maybe holding on a little bit too much at the ruck. So that's something to go back and speak to your boys about. But what happened with your particular incident? You got yourself a yellow card. Can you talk me through that?
Yeah, I believe it was just like too many constant infractions going on, and just after too many, the ref decided to take action and pull me out.
Okay. Good stuff though, mate. I like the way that you've held yourself today and carried yourself as a team. You're like a good leader. You're doing a great job here. Congratulations on the win today, and we're going to see you on Wednesday, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Have a great week. We'll see you soon. Thank you. This is Gavin McLeavy with Rugby Americas North. We're here in Mexico City. That wraps up today's game. We've had a successful 65-6 result for Mexico, the local boys, and now USA South have just beat the Cayman Islands 25-6. So it's been a great game for them. Sorry, 25-12. It's been a great game for all of these guys today. We had a great crowd out here in Mexico City. Get yourselves down on Wednesday. We've got 2 games coming up at 10 a.m. and 12 again on Wednesday, and then on Saturday will be the final round for this, and then Thursday and Friday we've got the female 10s team where the local Mexican 10s women's team will be playing. So that's going to be a great one. Come check us out, rugbyamericasnorth.com, and you can find us here in the Mendez Stadium in UNAM, Mexico City. Thanks very much.